Congratulations on taking the first step to improving your child's grades. So a lot of questions that we get from parents like yourself is that how do I better support my child so that they can score higher grades for math and chemistry? So we actually have a prime example of one of our students. Her name is Racing, and Racing struggled with math and chemistry, and she was actually finding it hard to understand the basic theories. So after teaching her the methodologies, she actually jumped 2 grades higher and managed to score an A and got into the JC of her desires. So we understand that O-levels is a very tedious and tiring process, not just for the students but for the parents as well. So we came up with 5 simple steps to help you to better support and assist your child in scoring A for their math and chemistry. So we will introduce you the 5 simple steps. Okay, number 1, student lacks foundational knowledge. So many students who are weak in a subject, they are actually just weak in specific topics. So to counter this, we actually come up with a diagnostic assessment test. This is where we sit the students down and to find out what are the topics that they are weaker in. It could be answering techniques, or it could be specific chapters of a subject. So take the analogy of a doctor diagnosing a patient. The doctor has to first find out what the patient requires before they can properly diagnose them and properly give them medication. So this is what we do as well. We want to know what the student is currently struggling with before we can provide them with solutions and to better cater to their needs. Okay, so number 2, students' inability to apply key concepts into scoring marks. So a lot of times students already have a strong foundation of a subject in their head. It's just that they are unable to write them out in proper sentences and to close up gaps to score marks. So that's where they actually lose a lot of marks. So what our tutors do is that we conduct a lot of time practices for students. This is to stimulate an examination environment so that students will be more used to an examination, and also this is to boost their confidence in answering questions. So another thing that we do is we actually teach students answering techniques. So these answering techniques help them to match the answers in their head and the questions using keywords so that they will be able to close up any gaps in the question and to reduce carelessness in the answering as well. Okay, number 3, information overload. So your child is using their phone too much. Their mind is crowded with too many information from TikTok, Facebook or YouTube. So the solution that we're providing here is not to give them more information, but in fact to give them less information but the correct information. So we do this by providing notes that are concise and effective so that it follows the syllabus and also provides them with the fastest way to answer questions. Number 4, know exactly what is going to be tested. Okay, so not knowing what is going to be tested in the exam creates a lot of anxiety for students. So to reduce this anxiety, what we do is we come up with a lot of mock exams during our sessions. So this will help to boost the students' confidence in answering questions, as well as to stimulate exam environment so that they will be more used to examinations. Okay. Number 5, time management. Okay, so time management is very important during an examination. So we want the students to be able to answer questions fully and to be able to stick to the time as well. So how we do that is work on the questions that the students were not able to finish and provide them with faster techniques to answer the questions so that they will be able to answer questions full and well. Okay, now that you have downloaded our resource pack and learned the 5 ways to better support your child to improve their examination, we would like to extend the offer to you. So for further information of this offer, just click the button below. And if you have any further inquiries, you can click the WhatsApp button below as well, and you can ask any questions that you need.